Welcome to Memphis, full of individuals that you can vibe to. Just don't be a snitch, that's all we ask you.
Hello again. Yes, still working on the earring wall. While I work on the wall, I'll tell you about my decade of deep depression. It all started in 2009. In 2009, I worked various jobs already, and I don't know. I was just feeling lost. It wasn't just a job, it was like lonely. The job situation, me being lonely, and just, I didn't know, like, my direction, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. And I just felt crazy. I felt like I needed to be at home around my parents, and I just needed to just kind of get myself together. So I asked my parents if I can move back in with them. And they decided to say no. So, and that just kind of really kicked off a depression. I was so lost. I just didn't know what to do. At that point, I started staying with my grandmother. But the depression, it just didn't end. And I knew why. Um so I started like feeling just a loneliness. For one, I've always had, like, I since like right before 2009, and like through 2009 through 2020, I've had these low vibrational quick friendships. Nothing lasted, nothing real, nothing long. Not that I can remember anyway. That's one reason. And another, I've always been single my whole life. Sometimes I will, go through these strong urges of like, oh my gosh, like I really want a boyfriend. And from that decade, I've tried, everything. I've tried everything. I've tried online dating. I've tried just waiting and being patient and praying and just focusing on my career for a while. I've tried that. I've tried being forward, being direct. But I was constantly getting rejected. And I was getting rejected for like every instance. I would get rejected for wanting to start talking. I would get rejected from, you know, do you want to go out sometime? I would get rejected for like casual physical things, Do you want to just, be friends with benefits? And it was just over and over and over again. That's one. And two, my job issue. I've had so many various jobs, part-time jobs, full-time jobs, restaurant jobs, warehouse jobs, jobs where I go door to door, jobs where I stay inside the building, office jobs, so many different various types of jobs. I would have two or three jobs at a time. I would have maybe one full-time job. But the thing about the job situation is my money never changed. I felt like I never made enough money. I always make enough money to cover my bills, but nothing to save up, nothing to build up anything. And like I said, I've tried everything. I'm not afraid to try anything. I'm a gambler. I love taking risks and I love trying new things. But it's like from 2009 to 2020, trying things just didn't work out for me. Oh, making a little stride on my wall. Last year, I was really, really depressed. Like I was just burnt out. Of course, that whole job situation where the girl that I thought was my friend, okay, that girl that I thought was my friend, that was what I thought was going to be my first maybe higher vibrational friendship in some years. But that crashed and burned. The friendship and my future, my career, the job that I thought I was going to retire with. So after that, I fell into a pretty big depression. But recently, I decided that I'm not going to ever clock in anywhere again. And funny thing is, that was a thing that worked for me. I've had all these jobs, various jobs, and 1 or 2 jobs at a time. But when I finally said I'm not clocking in anymore, that's when things started looking up for me. So, as you see, my YouTube channel is new. So I started focusing on my creative side, working on my drawing, working on my channel, figuring out how to edit, and being creative. That brought me out of my depression. So now I'm in a really good place. So that's the story of my decade of depression. I'm over it. Making progress on the wall. I thank y'all for being with me again. Y'all are also helping me with my depression through YouTube and these various social media sites. Like I'm meeting all these people from all over the United States, and I'm developing higher vibrational friendships again. And it makes me happy. I thank you for being here with me. Y'all have a good one.